got something to say real quick. Always be having shit to say, but still. Okay. Y'all do know that being bougie, uppity, too good is low vibrational, right? Y'all care for me to explain why? I don't care if y'all do, because I am. This is why. When you're carrying yourself in that manner, you're acting as if you're better than people around you. You're above people around you. That is low vibrational. When you vibrate on a high frequency, you understand there is no difference between you and anyone around you. Even the motherfuckers at the lowest frequency and the motherfuckers at the highest frequency. Because at some point, you either were them or you can be them. So you have a sense of compassion or understanding at this frequency that you're not better than anyone. You know, we all just evolving, learning, growing at our own pace. You know, when you're living in the 5D and you at that frequency, there's no such thing as being too good. Okay, so don't get me wrong though. There's nothing wrong with knowing your worth, knowing your value, and knowing what you can afford to acquaint yourself with, equate yourself with, or be around. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, and you're supposed to know that. But you never act like you're too good for anything. In the Bible, Jesus, he didn't discriminate. He didn't not associate with a certain class or a group of people because he felt like, you know, he was king, he's God's son, and I just can't afford to be around people like that. That wasn't his attitude. That wasn't his mindset. He hung and fucked with, in layman terms, everybody. He didn't discriminate. Everybody, bro. He showed love to everybody. And there's a reason behind that, because people be needing, you know, that level of understanding, you know, for who they are as a person in order to grow. A lot of you not gonna get what I'm saying. Some of you gonna perfectly understand what I'm saying. Some of you just don't give a fuck. But I'm telling y'all, like, it seems like spirituality and holding crystals and studying astrology is becoming a trend, you know, and everybody is doing it, which is nothing wrong. You know, I've been talking about this shit for months now, y'all, like, you know, so I understand why it's happening, but I feel like I want people to understand, like, you know, don't just jump on this shit like it's the next wave, like it's TikTok or some shit. This ain't no game. Spirituality is really about changing your heart in the world, period. So it's like, if you're not ready to be accountable for what's going on in here, don't even play with the shit. And I'm only saying this because it was put on my heart to share. Like, literally, I was thinking about it at work all night. It was put on my heart to share. And I just want y'all to understand, like, you know, been there, done that. And people really can see through that bullshit. You can claim all this high vibrational shit all day, but if you're not, like, when it comes down to it, when you're not really being real with self, when you're not really, you know, doing the work that it takes to practice this lifestyle, to be in this lifestyle, it's gonna show, you know, like, it's gonna show, just period. So I just want people to be mindful, like, you know, like, y'all just need to be mindful of what's going on, and what actually we've been thinking is okay for years is not okay. It's low vibrational and we gotta change. And another thing I wanted to add, when I said about, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with, like, knowing who you are and knowing, you know, what you can and can't, you know, surround yourself with. There's nothing wrong with that. My whole point is, like, please just make sure you're not carrying that same pride, boastful energy that got Satan kicked out of heaven. Like, bro, you can't carry that energy. You ain't better than nobody. We all equal. You're not better than nobody. There's nothing wrong with recognizing a environment or a situation or a person and noticing that you can't really be around that because it affects you too much, or you can't afford to, go to that vibration. There's nothing wrong with noticing that. But what you have to do is make that mental note and then do what you need to do to respectfully create that distance. That's what I had to say. That's the message. Spirit really wanted me to share that with y'all. For real, like, that's the message. It's more, but I'm tired. I don't know why it's always at these times that I be getting these downloads and these messages. I'm just really tired. It's more, but that's why I'm just gonna make this YouTube channel, because it's a lot of stuff that they've been putting on my head and my heart for me to get out and share with y'all, and I feel like it's important. It's really important, because it's crunch time, y'all. For real. Shit ain't getting no better. And we as people, as spiritual beings living a human experience, have to get better, for real. Okay, y'all, I wasn't done. They told me to come back and say this, though, to let y'all know. You could never be too good. God is the highest frequency that you can that there is, right? We're all working to get to that highest level of Christ consciousness. If you don't know what it is, Google Christ consciousness. We're all working to get to that highest level of Christ consciousness. Do you think God... No, imagine if God acted how some of y'all act with people that's not on your level. Imagine if God treated you like that. Because you ain't none of us on his level. You'll never be on his level, baby. But picture this, y'all. Picture this. God's one of us. He got social media and everything, right? And he's the highest level, okay? This is about as high as it's gonna get. But because you on this certain frequency, he ain't gonna send you no blessings. He ain't gonna shout you out on Facebook. Because you don't identify with his class and how he rocking. You don't dress how he would want you to dress. You don't dress like him. You don't act like him in public. You don't talk like him in public. And I'm just not gonna bless her. Oh, she praying to me? I ain't gonna send her no food today. I'm not gonna send her no patience today. She beneath me. Imagine if God acted like that. You cannot be high vibrational and act like you too good. It's not possible.